of the work because they're engaging with it through documentation only. It also meant that a next generation of artists started to think about documentation almost as being the work. Like, if we think about why is an artwork valuable, it's only really valuable if people see it. It's valuable in its circulation. It's valuable in the fact that it appears in front of people and they can talk about it. And documentation makes that possible. So for artists like Julian Dashper, conceptual New Zealand artist, he started to make work that was all about documentation. It wasn't like he would make an installation and then happen to take a photograph of it for his own records. He would think about, how can I turn documentation itself into a work of art? So these are shows where Julian Dashper just basically, in the gallery, all he displayed was photos of all the other works that he'd ever made. You know, it's a physical sculptural installation. It's a series of objects on the wall for us to look at. The work is just documentation of other work. So it's this kind of mise en abîme, this repetition, this kind of almost absurdist dive into reproduction of an image as a work in and of itself. And he took that even further. So then, in this show, every photograph is of the same one painting that he made. So every photograph is slightly different. The lighting is different. The angle is slightly different because his hand moved when he took the photo. He's reminding us that the work as it actually exists in the world is never really exactly the same as how we're going to understand it when we look at a reproduced image of it. It's showing us all of these infinite repetitions and variations of that experience. Then he's thinking even further about documentation that's part of promotion of the next show. So here is an artwork where he gets an ad, takes an ad out in an international art magazine, promoting his own work through this series of reproductions of one painting.